I wish to start with one sum that's about admission of a partner. Look at the sum on the screen. I will read the sum for you, then solve the sum for your understanding. Ramesh and Naresh are partners of a partnership firm, sharing profits and losses in equal proportion. The balance sheet of their firm as on 30th June 2005 is as under. On liability side, you are given capital accounts of Ramesh and Naresh, bank overdraft and creditors. On asset side, you are given land and building, debtors, stock, cash and bank balance, and outstanding income. On the date of balance sheet, Ramesh and Naresh admitted Pankaj as a new partner in a partnership firm on the following terms. So, new partner Pankaj is admitted. The terms are as given. Pankaj should bring 25,000 in cash against 1/4 share in future. The value of goodwill is determined 40,000. Pankaj is not able to bring his share of goodwill in cash. Partner decide not to disclose goodwill after the admission of a new partner. So here, at the time of admission, valuation of goodwill is made 40,000. Book value means value given in the balance sheet. For goodwill is 0. So increase in the value of goodwill is 40,000. This increase in the value of goodwill gets distributed between Ramesh and Naresh in equal proportion. After that, new partner Pankaj is given admission. He brings 25,000 as capital. After admission, the intention of the partners is not to disclose goodwill. So, after admission, goodwill is to be written off. After admission, there are 3 partners. So, goodwill is written off in the new profit sharing ratio between all the 3 partners including Pankaj. So, goodwill 40,000 written off after admission in a new profit sharing ratio. By writing of the goodwill won't appear in the balance sheet. This is what is expected to be done in this sum. Here you are not told to give the effect of goodwill accounting straight to partner's capital account. That part of the same sum we will consider in the next question. So once again, book value of goodwill is 0, valuation made 40,000, increase in value of goodwill 40,000, distributed between Ramesh and Naresh in the equal proportion. Goodwill appears in the balance sheet. Now Pankaj is admitted. He brings 25,000 as capital. After his admission, goodwill is written off. So 40,000 goodwill written off. So in balance sheet, value of goodwill will become once again 0. And this 40,000 will be written off in the new profit sharing ratio. That we shall work out while solving the sum. So I have explained this concept 2 times for your better understanding. Other revaluation adjustments for assets and liabilities are usual. Now I want to start with this sum. Here I prepare profit and loss adjustment account. Here I prepare partner's capital account including Pankaj new partner, cash and bank account, balance sheet after admission. First I will start with revaluation adjustments. Value of land and building is determined 1,20,000. Land and building book value 1 lakh. Increase in value 20,000. So new value 1,20,000. Book value 1 lakh. 20,000 is the increase in value. Actually what happens? By admission of a partner in a partnership firm, profit sharing ratio changes. So whatever the profit till the date of admission should be distributed between Ramesh and Naresh, and whatever the profit occurs after admission will be distributed between Ramesh, Naresh and Pankaj. So we are required to find out profit that exists till the date of admission, and to find out that profit we are required to revalue assets and liabilities. On revaluation of assets and liabilities, whatever the profit occurs, that we shall find out by preparing profit and loss adjustment account. Other name is revaluation account. So this gain 20,000 is to be credited to profit and loss adjustment account, and the new value of land and building will appear in the balance sheet. Journal entry for that is land and building account debit to profit and loss adjustment account credit. Here 1 lakh, increase in value 20,000, 1,20,000, and gain credited to profit and loss adjustment account. Now next, provide 10% bad debt reserve on debtors. Debtors are 22,000. Bad debt reserve require 10% on 22,000, 2,200. Bad debt reserve exists in the balance sheet at 2,000. So we require additional provision of 200. This 200 additional provision is debited to profit and loss adjustment account, and bad debt reserve account is credited for that. So profit and loss adjustment account debit to bad debt reserve on debtors account credit. Now debtors 22,000 minus 2,200, 19,800 will be reported in the outer column. Additional provision gets debited to profit and loss adjustment account. Next, value of stock is to be reduced by 8,000. Stock given to you is 40,000. Reduction in the value of asset is a loss. That loss should be debited to profit and loss adjustment account. So profit and loss adjustment account debit 8,000 to stock account credit 8,000. Stock appears in the balance sheet 40,000 minus 8,000, 32,000, and loss 8,000 debited to profit and loss adjustment account. Now, outstanding bank overdraft interest is 5,000. Bank overdraft 45,000. Interest outstanding thereon is 5,000. So total liability 50,000 will appear in the liability side. Increase in liability is a loss. That loss requires to be debited to profit and loss adjustment account. So the journal entry for that is profit and loss adjustment account debit to outstanding interest on bank overdraft account credit. So profit and loss adjustment account debit to outstanding interest account credit 5,000. Here bank overdraft 45,000. Interest outstanding appears on the liability side. This being loss, profit and loss adjustment account is debited with 5,000. This is how this adjustment is taken care of. Next, out of the total creditors 2,000 now are not payable. Creditors are 20,000, 2,000 not payable. decline in liability. Decline in liabilities are gain. Profit and loss adjustment account is credited with the gain, and decline in liability, creditors account gets debited. So journal entry for that is creditors account debit to profit and loss adjustment account credit. Here 20,000 minus 2,000 not payable, 18,000 appears in the outer column, and gain 2,000 credited to profit and loss adjustment account credit. Now revaluation adjustments are over. I want to consider the remaining details of balance sheet, means all the assets and liabilities in a balance sheet which are not revalued. Look at it. Copy the remaining details of balance sheet. Cash balance will appear, balance brought forward 10,000, cash and bank account debit side. Outstanding income will appear on the asset side of the balance sheet. Capital of Ramesh and Naresh transferred to their capital account on the credit side. Balance brought forward. Bank overdraft and creditors we have already considered. So other details of balance sheet is taken care of. Now I want to close profit and loss adjustment account, 22,000 minus 13,200. Profit is 8,800. That is distributed in the equal proportion. Ramesh and Naresh are partners of a partnership firm, sharing profits and losses in equal proportion. So this 8,800 distributed in equal proportion. Both the partner will get 4,400 each. Journal entry for that is profit and loss adjustment account debit to partners capital account credit. 4,400, 4,400, one half of 8,800. Journal entry for that is Ramesh and Naresh capital accounts are credited and profit and loss adjustment account is debited. So profit and loss adjustment account debit to Ramesh capital account credit 4,400, to Naresh capital account credit 4,400. So three steps are over. Consider the revaluation adjustment, consider the other details of balance sheet, and close revaluation account. Now I want to consider the goodwill point. See, revaluation account debit, partners capital account is credited. Pankaj should bring 25,000 in cash against 1/4 share in profit. The value of goodwill is determined 40,000. As I told you, Pankaj is not able to bring his share of goodwill in cash. When partner doesn't bring his share of goodwill in cash, then goodwill is raised and disclosed in balance sheet. Goodwill is raised and after admission written off, or goodwill is adjusted to the partner's capital account by taking into consideration the gain and sacrifice of profit sharing ratio. So these are the three options. Out of this, goodwill raised and shown in the balance sheet that we have considered in the previous sum. Here, goodwill is raised and written off after admission that we are going to take care of in this sum. So, new value, book value nil, increase in value 40,000, distributed equally between Ramesh and Naresh, goodwill account debit to Ramesh to Naresh. So goodwill appears in the balance sheet 40,000, Ramesh and Naresh capital account is credited. After raising the goodwill, goodwill is to be written off after admission of a partner. That has to be written off in the new profit sharing ratio. So we are required to work out the new profit sharing ratio. For question number 17, pass journal entries and prepare new balance sheet along with necessary accounts if partners decide not to disclose goodwill after admission of a new partner. This is the sum number 28 in continuation to sum number 27. That's why I have demonstrated these things. I want to find out the new profit sharing ratio. Suppose that profit is 1. Pankaj is to be given 1/4 share. So remaining share of profit is 1 minus 1 fourth, 3 fourth. This 3/4 share is distributed equally by the old partners. Old ratio is 1:1. So Ramesh and Naresh has distributed this 3/4 share in equal proportion. So share of Ramesh is 1/2 of 3/4. 1/2 multiplied by 3/4, 3/8. Share of Naresh, this is Ramesh share, 3/8. Now I want to find out share of Naresh, 1/2 into 3/4. That is 3/8. And the share of Pankaj is 1/4. So to have a denominator of 8, 1/4 is multiplied with 2/2. So we get 2/8. So new profit sharing ratio is 3:3:2. Now this goodwill of 40,000 will be written off in the new profit sharing ratio. So 3/8 of 40,000 debited to Ramesh capital account. 3/8 of 40,000 debited to Naresh capital account. And 2/8 of 40,000 is debited to Pankaj capital account. Let me do that. Ramesh capital account debit 15,000. 40,000 into 3/8. Naresh capital account debit 15,000. That is 40,000 into 3/8. And Pankaj capital account debit 10,000. 40,000 into 2/8 to goodwill account credit. Now if you debit this to capital account of Ramesh, Naresh and Pankaj, 15,000, 15,000 and 10,000. And goodwill account is credited with 40,000, so it is deducted, so goodwill appears in the balance sheet at 0. So goodwill is not disclosed in the balance sheet. 0 means not disclosed. And here partners capital account is debited. After doing all these things, we should ask Pankaj to bring capital. Pankaj brings 25,000 as capital. Journal entry for that is cash account debit 25,000 to Pankaj capital account credit. Pankaj brings 25,000 for capital. Out of this capital 25,000, 10,000 gets deducted. 10,000 is what? 1/4 share of 40,000. Share of Pankaj in goodwill 10,000. 40,000 into 1/4. That 10,000 gets deducted from 25,000. So 25,000 minus 10,000, 15,000 is the capital balance of Pankaj. So Pankaj does not bring a specific earmarked value for goodwill. But whatever the amount that he brings for acquiring 1/4 share, that is 25,000, that 25,000 is made of both the element, capital element and goodwill element. That's an important point to be noticed by the students. So now I want to find out the capital balance. 55 plus 20 plus 4,500, 79,400 minus 15,000. So 64,400 is the balance of Ramesh that appears on the balance sheet liability side. Same way for Naresh, total is 79,400 minus 15,000. 66,400 is the balance of capital account that appears in the balance sheet. Notice once again, capital balance of Pankaj, though he has brought 25,000 as capital, his capital balance is not 25,000, is less by 10,000. So 25,000 minus 10,000, 15,000 is the capital balance of Pankaj. That will appear in the balance sheet because goodwill is written off. And 10,000 is the share in goodwill. 1/4 share in goodwill, 10,000 is deducted from capital 25,000. So his capital disclosed in the balance sheet at 15,000. This is an important point to be noticed by the student. If new partner does not bring a marked value for goodwill, that means don't think that he is given an exemption. Whatever the capital that he brings, whatever the amount that he brings, that amount is made of two elements, capital element and goodwill element. That's an important point to be understood by the students. Now I want to close cash account. 35,000 is the cash balance that appears on the balance sheet asset side. After closing all these accounts, we should try to tell the balance sheet, and balance sheet should agree. Here 2,11,800 is the total of asset side and 2,11,800 is the total of liability side. This is how sum is solved. Observe the entire sum. You must have followed this sum. Thanks to all of you.